So this is just the um, normal roulette game that was um, that I made. Literally, all it's supposed to do is just take in bets and award people accordingly. These are the winning numbers. These are the payouts in fractional. Just proved that all the buttons work um, before. I'm just going to prove that all of them work now. And they all work for double clicks and multiple clicks. They can all store a bet, which can either be spun or reset. This is the balance on the reset. This is the balance if the player were to spin and lose. This would be the balance here. Once reset, player gets the money back. Yeah, the roulette is just doing its normal, just normal roulette. This is the code for it. This here is the Martingale. Before I get this bot to do to perform the Martingale very fast, just going to explain it here. What the Martingale does is basically a betting strategy where the player can kind of exploit the nature of the roulette. So the payouts for black and red is 1-to-1. So if I place £1 on red and I win, I would be awarded £2. So in this case, I lost. So I should be awarded. If I win, I should have 50. And yeah, so you win double whatever you bet. On these, you triple and so on as the payouts. So what Martingale does is it looks at it like this. So if you have a starting budget of 100 and you bet £1 on either red or black and you lose, you will have £99. Now, if you bet £2 and you win, you have £97 because you've just bet £2, but then you're gonna win the £4, so you're gonna have 101, which is £1 profit. A different scenario, you would bet £1, you'd lose, you'd have 99. Then you bet £2 because the idea is that you always double. Every time you lose, you always double up. So say you lose this one again, you have 97. And according to Martingale, you double up again, 93. Martingale, you double up again. So let's say you lose. It's the more you lose, the less likely it is for you to keep losing. So here you would have what is it, £85. But then if you were to follow up Martingale, bet 16, maybe you lose this one, maybe you lose 32, 64, etc. But if you do win 16, what you're technically winning is everything that you've lost plus £1 profit. So you'll have 85 plus 16, which will equal to 101. And then if you win, you just go back to betting one again. If you lose, you have 100. Bet 2. If you win, you have 102. Bet £1. If you win, you have 103, and so on. The only limitation of Martingale is that at one point, right, as you can imagine, you know, you keep doubling up your money. I mean, you've already lost £1 here, so you've already lost £1. Here you have lost a total of £3 already. Here you have lost a total of £7, and so on, 15, and you can see how the money just keeps going up exponentially. This is going to be 63. And to secure a martingale where you have 6 consecutive losses, you need £63 to secure 6 consecutive losses. But to secure I don't know, a lot of losses, you would need a lot of money. To secure this one, you would need precisely around a grand. Well, a grand. And after all, you're risking £1,000 just to make a profit of 1. Just to make everything that you've lost back and £1 profit. But with a high balance of £10,000 and low bets of £1, this can be proved quite effective. Because to get either red or black, it's a 50% chance. Well, 48.6% chance because of the 0, which doesn't count as any color, or even or odd. 0 can't be seen as even or odd either, and 0 is not between 1 to 18 and 19 to 36. So this is the chance of, just to make maths easier, just to explain this easier, the chance of it landing on red and black is 50%. Now let's say we constantly keep betting on red, 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 but it keeps landing on black, and we keep betting on red, hoping that eventually it would land on red. Now the chances of losing this is 50%. Right, you lose the first bet, it's just red against black, but to lose 2 reds consecutively is 25% chance, and it's 12.5% chance to lose 3 reds in a row. Then it's just this divided by 2 and so on, up until where you would reach like a percentage of 0.03% for it to land like 15 times in a row. It depends. The more money you have, the more this chance decreases. This is the chance that you lose all of your money. If 15 reds in a row if there's 15 reds in a row, you will go bust if you haven't got enough money for the 16th bet to double up on the 16th. Now, just to perform Martingale quickly, I'm just going to reset this and run it again so that the money is clear. I'm just going to stick to reds now. So if I bet on red, I win. Then according to Martingale, if you win, you still bet £1. You only double up if you lose. So I bet £1 again, I win. I bet another £1, and I lose. The moment I lose, I will double up my previous bet to £2. I lost, I will double up to £4. I lost, I will double up to £8. 16. Just keep doubling up until we win. And now that I've won, I have made £15 back and £1 profit. So you see how here I've got £10,003. I just want to demonstrate how. So that's £5. Okay, so if I go 2, right, because I've lost, I've got a double up on red. I've started off with £10,005, and every time you double up and you eventually win, you will make that £1 profit. Now, what if there's more versions of Martingale, of course. This bot pretty much looks at the modified Martingale, since this way it doesn't prove itself very efficient since you're only winning on one color. But what if you could bet on red and black at the same time and just double up on whatever you've lost? Here I've won black, so I only bet 1 on black, but I've lost on red, so I bet 2, so I double up my previous bet. Now I've won on black, I double up my previous bet, which was 2, now it's 4. Now I've run on black again, just £1, and here will be 8, 16, and so on. And many people would actually be against this, since it's betting against yourself, technically, because you can't win both of them. It's just impossible to win both of them. But right, this is getting out of hand. This is the type of stuff that is this 32? So this would be 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Right. Now, it's something to look out for because I'm already betting 64. If my starting budget was only about £100, if it was £100 and I lost this, I would have to double up to £128, which I won't have. This is where Martingale becomes a problem. You always, for you to win, you must have enough money to double up. So you spin, I've lost again, now I've got to press this 128 times just to double up my previous bet. Okay, hopefully I win now so I can actually prove theory. Okay, there. And as you can see, I've actually got more money now. So I've just won on red. My previous bet on black was 1, so I double it. My previous bet on red was 1, so I double it. And I just won on black. I won on red, double black. 1 on black, double red. 1 on black, double red. 1 on black. And I just do this. And eventually, and this basically ensures that you always win £1 every single spin, no matter what. From 15, which is somewhere around down here, I went to £22 in 7 spins, because every spin I get £1 profit. 8 there. Double up on red just to, and that's it. And now I have automated this whole betting process so that a bot can oh yes, just to explain what happens if a 0 lands. Now if a 0 lands, hypothetically speaking, let's say my bet on red was 8 and my bet on black was 1 and a 0 happens to land, that means I haven't won on black, but I haven't won on red either. So as Martingale says, whenever you lose on a color, you double up on a color. So you would just double up on the losing colors, which is both of them. So you'd be betting double on black and double on red. And if that turns up green again, you just double up on the losing colors, which is red and black. So that's supposed to be 4. up until you actually win on one. Let's say I won on red and here was 4, so you just double up on black because it's still a losing color, and you just keep doubling until you win this color, and you eventually double up on the other color. There. Now to just clear this back to 10,000 so I can demonstrate the automated martingale. This is the automated modified martingale, since it bets on both red and black at the same time. It basically bets against itself. All the user has to do is spin the initial spin, and then the program just handles everything itself. Now, if I were to draw a graph, the money, the balance on reset fluctuates. Sometimes it goes low, sometimes look, a scene on 0, it just double up on both. The balance on reset fluctuates. Sometimes it will actually go under 10,000. Depends on the losing streak. Now, if we look at it like objectively on a graph over a longer time scale, the balance is literally, it has a positive correlation. It just keeps going up. Even if it drops a little bit, it will boost back up whenever the streak ends. The streak of losing ends, and I'm just gonna let it keep running until it actually hits 1,100. Yeah, look, like here, the money is low, but once black wins, it will make all that is lost and £1 profit. Meanwhile, red is winning £1 every single time, which ensures us £1 win, £1 profit every single spin. Now, here's the problem with having a low budget, because right now we would probably be broke. But now black has won and it's made everything back. Yep, another red streak. Nice. Oh, maybe I actually go bankrupt on the video so that I can prove some of the limitations of Martingale. And this is not impossible. This is very common that, streaks of 10 in a row, 12 in a row happen even on physical roulettes. And this, like, the martingale works on a normal roulette as well, on a physical roulette. This has got nothing to do with the fact that it's not about my program. It doesn't exploit my program. It just exploits the roulette game itself. The nature of roulette, because the roulette I have coded is it respects all the laws, all the rules of like a normal roulette table. So the martingale can be applied on a physical roulette as well. Now the next step of this of my program would be to, let's just stop this so I can actually concentrate. The next step of the program would be to have my table actually detect whether it is a human betting and whether it's a bot betting. What? Just happened. Okay. Next step would be to have the table, a third project, right? This is the first project, second project, and hopefully a third project. Um, have it detect whether it's a human um, playing the game or whether it's a robot, and it will most likely be dependent on the amount of clicks per second. You know, the this automated thing clicks every 10 milliseconds, which is literally it's not humanly possible. So it will probably catch that, detect it, warn the user a couple times. If not, if the user doesn't stop, then all the balance will be taken away. The player, I don't know, you will get banned. You will not be able to play, to carry on playing. And also, um, if if it if the roulette table comes to the conclusion that it's actually a human playing, but the human is using the Martingale strategy to exploit the roulette, it will recognize the pattern of one, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that type of pattern: 2 to the power of something, 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4, and so on. And once it detects that it's a human, but it's exploiting the game using Martingale, it would warn him not to use unfair strategies to manipulate his winning odds, and instead just play for fun. And if the user does not agree to that, then he will be banned.